So I'm reading that story I mentioned to you about trans femme Jason
Oh my
Todd.
god, is what was glitching the... Was it the fucking new soundtrack for the overworld? Was that seriously what was glitching? Hello there, stars! Tib's back, and I am now dressed as my girlfriend's butler.
Cutie! I was actually going back. I was just mentioning to Tiff that there's this trans femme Jason Todd AU story I'm reading, and one bit I think Tiff especially. You want me to see him right now?
Yeah.
One thing I think he'd appreciate is Jason comes. It starts talking about initially comes out to Tim, right?
Uh-huh.
And Tim's just, yeah, I know.
Aww.
Tim figured it out way earlier than Jason did.
Hi there, Centimus. I am a boy today. How are you?
Cute little servant for me, too.
Oh, Cassie, you're going to make me... Well, I can't blush. I didn't install LEDs there.
I'm gonna have to see about getting those for one of your birthdays.
You just really want to see me turn red in the face, don't you?
Oh, absolutely. Cutie pie.
Also, hello, Infinity! Alright, we just went and bought the male player character of the game as a costume, so now the character can be as fluid as I am! I just have to stop at the detective agency to change my body whenever... Man, imagine if you had to go to... all the way to a detective agency every time you wanted to change presentation.
How oddly specific.
There we go. And now we're a boy.
Oh, by the way, Infinity. This is I, the lady in pink, talking directly to you saying, if you have any siblings or maybe a twin, I know the odds are against it, but if you have any, like, a sibling or anyone who's, like, sort of a counterpart to you, you should get them to consider using the online handle Beyond.
Ha!
Jonathan!
Oh, look, it's Nokia. Yes, we are looking for her friend. Wow. You know, I wonder. Now that Digimon are everywhere, can we force an encounter in the real world? Nope. Ha! I mean, I guess that's technically what will happen here, but they usually are pretty good about just referring to the character as they in, like, the dialogue for the most part, as it is, so... Mostly because they didn't want to write two scripts. Oh, that's a shame. Oh, hey there. Paramon. Everyone's scared and running away. That's not what it looks like. If anything, this just looks like Digimon and humans getting along. Yeah, I just had to reinstall the game onto a different drive. Thank you. Oh, I thought we already... Ah, there we go. Ah! Aww. Oh yeah, he was, that's for sure. Ah yes, the big VR company was short-staffed when their CEO turned out to actually be a digital monster. Who would have thought? Now, officially speaking, the Takumi and Aiba and Ami in this game are technically considered siblings canonically, but they can't both have possibly gone through the story. And honestly, they'll probably only have one of them reappear in the future. And they don't reference having a sibling anywhere in the story. So I'm just choosing to headcanon that this protagonist is has been gender fluid the whole time. I like to do that with these sorts of settings that have that set up. Aww. What? Project Z? The hell do you mean by that? What's Project Z? Man, somebody really needs to hire you to name, like, JRPGs or something, Nokia, with some of the stuff you say. Wait, this is a JRPG. Sky lasers displacing Digimon, can you believe it? Aww. Jesus, isn't that a little rough, Nokia? Hello, Pete. Alright, let's see if we can find Waspmon's precious thing, as he calls it. That's a Gawapamon medal. I don't think that's his precious thing. Oh yeah, Omnibon's birth in the movie was really cool. I'm really looking forward to leveling up Baelmon there, because once he digivolves next, he's going to become the coolest character, well, coolest designed character in Tamers. I can also barely wait to evolve, Pylidramon here, because then he becomes Imperial Dramon. And hopefully I can change him to fighter mode. I actually had a toy of, both, Pale Dramon and Imperial Dramon. My Imperial Dramon actually transformed between fighter mode and regular mode. So that was really cool. Death Parade Blaster! Which is a metal name. Okay. Hit him with the 20. Oh, that's cool, dude. I'm so glad my son has an AoE.
Is that like the mirror universe equivalent of that manga about the mom and her multi-hit attacks?
Yes!
I love my son and his super effective AoE.
Yeah! Hello! I'm a little surprised that just installing it on a different drive worked so well. Like, even the mods are working better than they were before. Equivalent to Godzilla and Digimon? Burning Tyrannomon. Look it up. It's actually relatively recent. Oh yeah, this is my uniform for serving in Cassandra's cafe as a waiter. Not a waiter, a butler. I buttle for her. As... Which... Yeah, no, that sounds right. Thank you. I haven't watched the Chucky TV show, but I'm honestly not that big on the Child's Play movies. Oh, I went the wrong way. The fact this game doesn't have Ragnalome on is sacrilege. Well, I mean, there's a bunch of Digimon the mods I got did add, so... Then again, I don't think there's a 3D model of, Though, that being said, while there isn't models of, like, those new Monster Hunter Digimon yet, when there are, this game's modding scene will probably be able to add even those in. I actually haven't played the BioShock games. Have I watched the animated Gargoyle show? Yes, I have. It was one of my favorites growing up, but I never ended up watching the last season because it never seemed to be on the channels that were rerunning it. Alright, off to Kowloon level 2, huh? Alright, I guess we're gonna end up beating up some babies. What? This happens every time. Hey, dude. Oh, that's absolutely true. From what I heard about BioShock, Infinite / 3s, was there a BioShock 3 separate from BioShock Infinite? I can't remember. But from what I remember of the plot of that game, I wouldn't end up buying Infinite anyway. I would just end up sticking with the first two. Baby Extermination Blaster! I shouldn't talk. Eat the baby. Yeet the baby. Slice the baby.
I really wish that YouTube had like audio reviews the way Twitch does, right?
Yeah.
Because like in with Gigaboots, they have one that's just Dan yelling, "That's my mom!" That gets used a lot in certain situations.
Oh my
And, like,
god.
Like if he did an Undertale stream, everyone would be spamming that every time Torio was on the screen.
Oh my.
You get me?
Yeah.
I would want, if you could do that, you know what I'd be hounding you to add as one of yours?
Eat the baby, slice the baby.
That and Baby Extermination Blaster! If there's ever a Mugen character made of you, I demand that they include that as one of your special attacks.
Oh my god, I'm choking on air.
I just want you to imagine that as being used for you in a fighting game. It's like something you yell for an attack. How would you feel about this? If someone made you and Mugen and one of your attacks is Baby Extermination Blaster!
I would die.
Much like the babies!
Remember kids, this isn't a stream for kids. I mean, if I was using the English dub terms, though, I feel like I'd have to do the same for humans, so baby humans would become in training humans. Cassie? I could not call them babies, but then I feel like obligatorily have to refer to human children as in training level humans. It's okay. Once they turn 3 years old, they human evolve to toddler. Throw them to the sun. Let them drift among the stars.
Want another little bite?
Sure, what's the worst that could
You
happen?
can just take one off. We kiss each other enough. It's okay.
Alright, let's fire once more the baby extermination laser. Ah, there's Ogrmon's thing. You know what? How secretive the Digimon are being about this private property of theirs. Do you think they're hiring me to go find where they left their porn stashes? Digimon have those, right? No, not HIV. You want to be healthy if you're working in the porn industry. So, like, you make sure, absolute sure, your stars are not, you know, contagious or anything. So I think it would manifest a Digimon's porn stash in the digital world itself would possibly wait, we know. We actually know. So in several pieces of Digimon media, there are these things called the Digicrowns of Lust, Sin, etc. Data resulting from lust and everything, that's what ended up making up Lilithmon. So we know what porn stashes manifest as in the digital world. It manifests as a sexy succubus. So if, like, some human or something ended up going to the digital world, and for some reason their data converged with the data of their porn stash, they would probably become a Leylamon. What? Lilithmon. Ah. You know, I gotta say, Soundbot, it's a good thing you're not a space marine anymore, because, like... I'm sure what I'm saying would seem downright Slaneshi to you. That's a phrase I have to use more often. Being down Slaneshi for things. So what are we talking about today? Today, boys and girls? Well, apparently murdering babies, and, embracing a demonic chaos cult of sex perverts.
So even aside from kayfabe, you know how we have the usual, like, I have the Alice XP and you have the Cheshire Cat XBOC?
Okay, yeah.
My little sister has the Alice XP, and her boyfriend has the Cheshire Cat XP! So it's just me and my little sister just doing the Spider-Man point at each other right now. But we're each wearing a different version of the Disney Alice in Wonderland costume.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Isn't it?
I think I saw the one in Transformer Kit thing that's kind of boring. They are deleted. Oh, YouTube detecting people there or not is glitching out. So if you guys are still there, honk. Ah, you have both honked. Thank you. What's your favorite Digimon from this so far? I'm really enjoying Paildramon and Doru Greymon. Wizardmon was cool to have on the team. I am looking forward to Baelmon becoming Beelzemon, though. If you just want incriminating proof right off the bat, Dollo, one of my partners has a Dorumon Sona, so... Are we still looking for Ogremon's property? I forgot what we were doing. Dorumon is actually my favorite Digimon of all time, even before I got into the games. X Evolution was the first new Digimon thing I'd watched since Tamers back in the day. Oh, I was heading back! That makes sense. Like, foxes and dragons are two of my favorite, like... creatures of all time, and I really like to make Sonas with those features and stuff too, nowadays. So, like, imagine, like, 17-year-old me having just come out of the closet, seeing this cute, fluffy fox dragon. It's so cute! Alright, let's help this person escape from unemployment, I guess. Oh, this Digimon wants to get a job. Alright, at least this Digimon is on level 4, so... we won't have to kill any more babies. Oh, that's nice. What is a death parade, anyway? You ever wonder that? Just joining the military? Oh, it's Piedmon. That's like a human I need to get a job. Okay, I guess we're getting that guy a job. Alright. Favorite Sentinel Prime design? IDW. Yes, I've seen Transformers 1 Chaos King. You can get my spoiler-free thoughts on it in the video section of my channel. Oh yeah, it's supposed to come out on streaming, at least in the NA area, on October 22nd. So did Piedmon go to Clown College? That's why he's certified? Be a clown? Yes. Oh yeah, oh yeah. I think I have. Yeah. Ah, Saban. Find the missing. Okay. Hmm? Oh, yeah. Alright, so we're looking for a little demonic fluff ball somewhere in the wild. Oh. There's an Digimon in the streets. How weird does this look?
How do you imagine you're just going out to buy stacked necks and you just see that group coming down the road?
Yeah.
What would your reaction be if, like, you're heading down to the gas station on our road for snacks, right? And you see that group walking down the sidewalk on the other side of the street.
Oh. And then just like, is that an angel? Cassie, I think the end times are now.
Would you believe I wouldn't be surprised?
But from Digimon. Not by corporations.
To be honest, that sounds more interesting. I'd rather have that.
Yeah, that's fair.
Like I'd be like, oh, I guess the plot twist is that the digital world was hours after the apocalypse.
I wouldn't be surprised if they did something like that at some point.
How fucked up would that be?
That'd be pretty fucked up.
Like, you get some fucking Futurama of cryo capsule bullshit. What's your reaction when you just wake up and, like, everything's in ruins and you're just in the digital world, but you didn't go anywhere, you just changed?
Oh no.
And, you know, if you want to go back to Earth, it'll just be the Digimon.
The Digi-Earth, if you will.
Perhaps!
Hey, Digi-Earth. Hey, Digi-Earth. Planet friends for boys and girls.
Okay, timelines I need to create. Oh. You know who I...
I need to steal this baby.
You know who I should...
Cassie, help me steal this baby.
No. You know what character I just want your opinion on this idea before I go put this into some random timeline. You know what design would actually fit in perfect? You could put in as a Digimon, and people would not notice the difference unless they knew a very specific cartoon.
Yeah?
I say we need Cubixmon. Ha! He'd fit in perfectly. You know what he looks like, right?
Yeah.
Could you maybe show the audience this ancient robot?
Well, I actually briefly played a Cubix game over on the Joystick channel.
Also, those adults of you who've been on that who've attended, those adults among you who have attended have had some idea, but it's a Cubix, Cubix. It's a weird... I don't even remember most of it. I was that young.
It was an Italian cartoon. CG.
You got more, like, weird European cartoons back then, didn't you?
Yeah, I remember 4 kids dubbed Winx.
I don't think I ever watched that, but I saw a lot of ads and stuff for it, you know?
Oh, my little sisters ended up getting me to watch it a lot of the time. I did like it too, but I actually liked it more than they did, but
the main thing I remember, the main thing I ever watched was Kids WB, which had a lot of 4Kids stuff on it, which is how one of my favorite shows as a wee little baby was motherfucking Yu-Gi-Oh!
Man, I can't believe they aired that sort of children's card game.
Oh, actually, I'm mixing the timelines up. Oh, in my native timeline, there's actually a bit of a swap. You know, instead of Yu-Gi-Oh, I was thinking in your timeline for a second, in the mundane timeline for a second. In my native timeline, before I was the lady.
Mm-hmm.
You know what was on Kids WB every Saturday morning?
Hmm.
It was a anime based on a classic manga. Hellboy.
Oh my god.
I think in your timeline, the guy who made Hellboy made Yu-Gi-Oh instead.
Also, wow, but
it was the other way.
Why is this baby so powerful?
Basically, in your timeline and mine, between your timeline and mine, they basically switched creators.
Okay, but can you explain why this baby is so powerful?
I don't know. Remind me to lend you my copies of my DVD collection of Hellboy and my omnibus of King of Games.
Fair enough. Why is this baby so powerful?
Seriously, Magnola made something incredible when he wrote King of Games. I'm open to any questions you have about my media from me on my universe while I'm here.
Is Mario still a platformer?
Mario, plumber character?
Yes.
Oh yeah, he's a big he was one of the first cartoon characters in our world.
That's
From Disney?
terrifying.
Oh, let me guess. He switches places with Mickey, the mouse character from all those from Nintendo.
And Dolo asks, did Brazil exist in your native timeline, Cassandra?
Yes, but I don't really know much about it personally. I have to visit.
Isn't that the continent that grew legs and has been walking these last couple of weeks over in your native timeline?
No, that was New Zealand. But Brazil is largely the same in overall terms. But like most of my home timeline, the supernatural, a lot of the things that you think of as myth and legend exist in some form or another. Like various. I can't say I'm an expert on them specifically, but I definitely want to do some. Actually, that makes me think. How do you feel if I did streams about like researching various types of cultural folklore?
That could be interesting.
Just reading about them, and thinking of cool stuff. But
we've almost killed the baby.
Okay, kayfabe aside, actually haven't thought of any story ideas or things to be specifically weird about Brazil. That is all. Anyway.
Oh, your town's mascot is around?
Soundbot, I'm going to be honest with you, with the nature of my home timeline, you could have died when the world ended any number of times by now and not notice when things just suddenly snapped back to normal. You'd be surprised how often that happens. Because, like...
When what happens?
There's a bunch of timelines where... there's a bunch of little branch timelines where
the baby is dead.
You know how it is, like, every so often the universe tries to end or something, and all the superheroes have to try to stop it.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know why it keeps happening, like, they keep learning, they keep working on it, but every so often some stupid bullshit crawls out of the woodwork and tries to obliterate everything. And occasionally it happens. But but usually, either via time travel or some other bullshit, they make it unhappen. And so, there's any number of times where you could have just died like 5 times in the last week and none of it ever happened and you'll never remember any of it.
That's fucked.
Try being aware of it all.
Hello?
This is part of being the butler. You have to hear her existential crisis.
And I say the solution is to just woo away all your problems.
No, that's the man in blue.
Oh.
He does that all the time.
Yes, that's because he's a good puppy.
He is. There could be a female version of you in this universe, if you really wanted.
Cassie! Do not listen my audience! That's my job.
I'm just saying the option exists. There could be a girl version of you in my universe, if you wanted.
Jesse, why are you force-feeding the audience?
Because the Foundation can't stop this stream!
I wish I had my technical difficulties transition set up.
You need to make a Foundation version. Like, this stream has been shut down by the order of the SCP Foundation. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
I need to make that as my technical difficulties screen. Jalo, I apologize for catching you in that, but this is sort of my thing. In my home timeline, I love once I became elevated to godhood, I love to see the world with, you know, like all those random things that trigger TGTF in comics, like and stuff like Transformers.
Mm-hmm.
Like a lot of it's just some random minor thing that has some weird effect out of nowhere. I make those, and I just drop them everywhere. One of my favorite things I've done is I replaced a bunch of random cases of Baja Blast on their way to stores with my own substitute version.
Oh no.
It tastes exactly the same. They were getting exactly what they were paying for. Mostly.
Mostly.
You know how they were started adding all those little animal mascots to Mountain Dew these days, like those little kaiju?
Yes, I'm aware of that.
I decided to lean into that with my project and added a little shark to the logo. And my batch was called Mountain Dew Baja Blast.
You know, becoming a short stack fun fact, the Sharkticon Transtector was originally just a regular Transtector, but then I drank one of those.
Every single person who drank a can of Baja Blast transformed into some form of Shark Girl. Some were more anthro, some were more like Gura, like Kimono Mimi, and some were in between. It was always what made them most comfortable, because like it's this pataphysical effect. It adapts to your story. You get what I mean?
Okay, so why did it give me a mouth in my stomach?
You wanted one. On some level, you wanted one. That's the only answer. It adapts to your ideals. It just sets the theme, you get me? It sets the story. And I don't only make gender-bending ones. It's just that those are the ones that get the most notorious, because, like, that's a bit of a personal issue to me, as you all know.
Mm-hmm.
One time I sold someone a suspiciously cheap dragon fursuit, and it turned them into a dragon girl.
Didn't you do that a couple of times?
Oh, I did a few variants on the theme, but that first time was my favorite. I kind of based it. To be honest, I kind of based it on the classic like D&D red dragon image, because like nothing quite beats that, you know.
Mm-hmm.
That's like one of the peak dragon designs.
True.
What if I found someone who was a system and edgy?
Shadow the Hedgehog?
And gave them a Tiamat fursuit, where each head was one of the members of the system.
Oh my gosh.
How would you feel if you saw like an Anthro Tiamat with like all the heads bickering?
Okay. Is there also a Kevin in Tiamat?
Yes, and she acts like Rita Repulsa. And has horns like Rita Repulsa's hat.
Yeah, that checks out. Huh, where was I going again? Where's the family restaurant?
Well, I don't know if that would be if the soda would be the best one, but there's bound to be some that would affect you. There's all sorts of things out there, and if all else fails, I'll arrange things so one of my wanderers heads your way. I've set her up to have a very special final attack in her magical girl form.
Also, Dala was asking, do you like puzzle platformers, Cassie?
Sometimes, yeah. I play a bit of everything, but I'm not good at super tight platforming, like super hard stuff.
Yeah,
I am not the best at video games, to be honest.
I was a video.
Oh yes, yes. Looking at the difference between Mickey Mouse is Nintendo and Mario is Disney.
You're always so smug when you mention that stuff.
Because you always think it's so fun. You always get so weirded out by it, and it's funny to me. I've only heard of La Mulana by I'm only aware of La Mulana because I'm a big fan of an older Let's Player who's actually still active, who did a lot of Let's Play episodes of that. Deceased Crab, very funny guy. But, can't say I'm into super difficult platformers. And from that one I've heard is, sadistic. It hates you. It really, really hates you. One level is just called Hell. It is just straight up called Hell. Skylanders, oh, that Capcom thing! Yeah, Skylanders, it was this, newer mobile reboot of the, everyone, the Capcom games, like one of the big ones everyone knows, over here. So, but I guess you probably wouldn't, Spyro.
Oh, God.
Oh, Lego's pretty much the same. They're great.
Was the prototype of Spyro in your world the the Rainbow Dragon, Rockrow?
Yep.
Oh my god. I was kidding! I didn't think it would actually be that.
Oh yeah, and yeah, that one got a lot more attention late. I actually got a surprising amount of that series actually got a surprising amount of attention later when it went into the whole Toys to Life craze.
Huh.
Yeah, you know the whole Battle Network series.
Oh God.
Yeah, that people were big on like you could buy the figures individually, but then you had like the blind booster packs of battleships.
So tell me, does Spyro Battle Network introduce a secondary girl player character?
Oh no, the playable the secondary playable female playable character was in 5.
Oh, okay.
Was Fire that was Cinder?
Oh, God.
She comes in as the secondary playable character in Spyro 5. Really cool. Actually, pretty cool alternate playstyle.
Aren't these guys adorable? It's hard to believe that they're basically the equivalent of an angel. Yes, you did. You did. Brett.
One thing I'm still not used to getting crosswired across worlds in terms of differences is the fact that you have the whole weird round planet thing.
Weird brown planet thing?
Round.
Round.
Like an
God.
orb?
Oh, God. I forgot.
What?
You are flat.
The planet is my planet. Just keep playing. I'll give you a look if they have anything. I'm gonna eat some of this cheese. You want it?
No, it's okay.
I know I have it.
Cheese.
Cheese!
Well, obviously, Axe Cop, right? Trigger made Axe Cop in your universe.
Yeah, that was the one super low budget show they made.
Yeah.
If like look in your universe cinema, so I think you just so and I think you annex the other half of the equation for you.
Oh no! What? Oh, okay. I was just concerned about my
Sorry,
partially built
I picked
Easy
it up and
8.
those fell off. I'm sorry.
It's alright.
Any other questions? But yeah, that was the super low budget one. You got the guy with and like you had all the but they had a lot of fun even with the super intentionally simple visuals because like they got to draw the different goofy characters and transformations. And like I think I looked it up in your world and they did the Inferno Cop thing instead in your universe.
Oh yeah, yeah.
The funny thing is, I did a little more digging, and I found out like, it did in fact the Axe Cop in your universe. You know how it had the whole webcomic written by a kid thing.
Yeah.
In our universe, it was Inferno Cop that was the webcomic.
How wild.
It's weird how things just a lot of things seem to be like have swapped places and creators.
Yeah.
Yeah, Columbo is this actually Lupin the Third actually just got really popular for a little while out of nowhere on my world. It was this older show about this thief who just kept getting away from danger and running from this one cop who kept hunting him. Old live action thing, but like, and it didn't have the best effects in a lot of places, but like, you could tell the characters were really well written, and it's just a lot of fun to watch.
So it's Indiana Jones?
Let me just check the mortal this time your timeline me's memories. Oh, Columbo.
Oh, okay, that's weird.
Yeah, there's a Columbo anime in my world.
It's terrifying.
By the same creator as your Lupin the Third.
Oh, I have a Lupin the Third all to myself?
No, your timeline's Lupin the Third.
I mean, I wouldn't mind having... Anyway, my brain.
I think
the League of Assassins and Batman?
I don't think so. I think so? I don't really remember, honestly.
Are there any secret orders of assassins in your timeline?
Oh, way too many.
Oh, that's concerning.
Look, this is in part a comic book setting. Think about it.
I never consented to being a comic book.
No, you're just working for me in the hotel. Especially, like, you're just everyone's favorite little host up at that at the cafe up front, aren't you?
Cassie!
You're such a cute boy up there, you know? I can see all those girls flushing after you give them a wing.
Oh my god.
You're having fun up there, aren't you?
This is why we need to get you verified on joystick.
Boy, I wasn't being lewd, was I?
Oh, what?
Good boy. Transformers, no, it's kind of an older series. It didn't really get that much attention. Like, so as the last. The most recent big Transformers collab I heard was it was with Bionicle, and actually they partnered up with Diaclone, the show that was based on Transformers, which I'm told is the other way around in your universe.
Thinking about Trigger just makes my brain go, Glenman! Baby dun dun! Baby dun dun! What would the digital world theme? Where am I going? Hmm?
Like one of Studio Trigger's big animes in my world would be a Witchblade.
Oh, you know, Witchblade did have an anime over here too, but I don't think that was the main thing for it.
Yeah, no, it was just a really good anime.
Wild. Am I trying to go back to the office? Oh, they're telling us to go to a dessert place, apparently. You should read this line of dialogue.
I don't think I know that. See, I don't think I'm familiar with that series soundbot. Yeah, it was Witchblade. Everyone was a little everyone was a little. Some people were still a little turned off by how her scantily clad she is and how it was presented in the narrative. But like, it's generally agreed to just be a really fun anime.
Look at what she's saying.
Really, the biggest discourse on I was aware of like the discourse on Shaker at the time.
Oh god.
That my universe is equivalent of your Tumblr.
Oh no.
But yeah, the main discourse on Tumblr was like discourse over like there was this one girl that I know that the Witchblade was really attached to, but a lot of people, but there was mainly as people arguing between the one who wanted her to get with that girl and the people who wanted her to fuck the
Her sister?
the darkness guy.
Oh, Jackie Estacado.
Yeah, he's in that. Is he not in that series where you're from? I've played both of those from your universe because they're really fun. But, I've heard the names in my universe, but I'm not sure, like, what the big difference is off the top of my head. Oh no, Little Witch Academia is a Ghibli movie.
Aw.
You know the cute one about the witches?
The gay ones?
Yeah. But, like, unless you're confusing that with, Studio Trigger's, Delivery Witch Kiki.
Oh, Dwarf Fortress and RimWorld, so...
I
honestly...
Okay, I just want to say now, there will absolutely be Dwarf Fortress and RimWorld streams from me in the future.
Isn't, like, the game Dwarf Fortress actually, like, a multiversal singularity in that it exists almost identically in most universes that develop computers?
Yeah, I don't know why that happens in so many places. I'm pretty sure there's a version on Cybertron if you ever go looking.
Yeah.
What's it called on Cybertron? I'm curious.
Bug Fortress.
Oh, it's an Insecticon game?
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
And it's also important because it's actually somewhat educational to Cybertronian agriculture.
But yeah, I will absolutely be streaming Dwarf Fortress and RimWorld. I love playing RimWorld as a game to just throw some OCs into a dumpster fire of a situation and watch how it goes. I am not very good at it.
Okay, Broadway, 3rd floor. Digimon.
Oh, Kill la Kill, that was a comic book in my universe from Top Cow. Really kind of, it went kind of between being really good and having a cool, strong female character and being kind of like sexual in a way that's kind of weird. And the art style is just like that.
Wasn't that in that same comic universe as that Fire Force thing?
Yeah. They crossed over a lot.
You know, you would think a fox woman up here would stick out like a sore thumb. Oh. She's inside the robot.
Oh, a corpse room? I didn't really bother with a room usually, but that usually meant I had like, somewhere in the neighborhood of 40, 50 graves in the backyard partway through a playthrough.
Oh my god.
People just keep turning up to try to kill me because I have some valuable stuff. Like, I keep to myself, I sell a lot of valuable stuff, I buy and trade freely, and I have some valuable stuff. Time to come and try to murder me. So I'm like, okay, I'll defend myself and kill anyone I can, and from the people who want to kill me. And hell, when they don't die, when they're like just knocked out in the initial fight, I'll take them in. I'll treat their wounds. I will set them free. And the same faction keeps sending people to try to kill me for my stuff. And so, like in my first game, I end up with so many bodies in my backyard that we had what as a side note to set up the context for this, we had a pet wolf on the base, like literally just called a dire wolf.
Okay, that's concerning.
So big motherfucking wolf, genuinely super loyal and tame. You shush. And with animals, once they're tame enough, based on their loyalty rank and their stats and stuff, they can learn to do various tasks. You can't command them to; they just do that on their own because they're animals.
Mm-hmm.
And one thing they can learn to do is haul things around because basically they're copying what their owners do.
Mm-hmm.
And so that means this dog has seen so many dead strangers just hauled into pre-dug graves and covered up that the dog started doing it.
Oh god, my head's frozen. Oh, okay.
The dog was burying corpses. When there were bodies after a raid, the dog would start hauling them to the graves and burying them itself because it had seen so many bodies buried that it had just thought, oh yeah, this is just a thing we do. This is what the pack does. And he needed no instructions. He just buried bodies. Imagine passing out drunk and as Dusty put it in chat. Imagine passing out drunk and waking up and having to claw yourself out of a shallow grave because the dog thought you were dead.
It could happen. Only on the hub.
But as I've looked at the differences between universes and they're basically the same overall. The studio stuff happened with Gainax and Trigger and stuff basically the same way. It's mostly the stuff they made that's different.
What's a boost banana?
Oh, I love this story. I can tell it, but I can read it out for the stream. What do you want? I'm going to read it out for the stream, okay?
Sure.
Because I know the story. So, all items in Dwarf Fortress have a value, right? Based on rarity and blah blah blah.
Mm-hmm.
And you can get bones from all sorts of creatures, right? Obviously. Because like it's super detailed and simulated, there's all these different categories. So if you get mermaid bones
Never a good sentence.
and sell them, they're pretty valuable.
Never.
So people were setting up mermaid farms that would start to cause them to breed and have kids and stuff, and then pump out the water and cause the older ones to drown in air, and then harvest the bones automatically. And the guy who made the game, despite everything that the characters already do, right? Everything the players are meant to do and do all the time that's encouraged by mechanics, right?
Mm-hmm.
He looked at this and went, "That's fucked up." And he nerfed the value of mermaid bones into the ground. Because what the fuck is wrong with you? Why are you farming mermaids for their bones?
Oh, I've been living on the bone road. Wait, no.
Well, there's some out there, like, there's always some kind of underground bullshit, some supervillain or another running stuff, you know?
Speaking of,
Like, there's no official stuff, but, you know, there's always gonna be some underground fighting stuff, you know what I mean? Oh, so he also made the dwarves refuse to kill them because they're people? Got it.
that's fair. Oh no.
Also, there's one infamous, out of context catch note line that actually has a bizarre meaning in terms of, like, how much valuable stuff your fort has. Because, like, in RimWorld, how much valuable stuff determines how big the threats you get thrown you are. And so every item had a minimum value, right? And a beehive is technically a container, right? Because all the bees have to go into it.
I suppose
So if
that
one of
makes
your
sense.
dwarves were to pick up a beehive, every bee inside would itself have a minimum value, right?
Okay.
And there's a lot of them in a barrel,
I don't think
right?
I'm going to win this.
And there's a lot of bees in the barrel, in the hive, right? And you just pick them up easily, and like one or two can probably fit in the dwarves' inventory easily, right? Each beehive causes a sudden spike in your fortress's value in your dwarf's inventory, because all of the bees, all the stacked minimum value of all those tons and tons of bees.
Terrifying.
So they had to adjust the value of bees. Once I have my channel up and running properly now, I should try and get you on as a guest on one of those little dramatic reading videos for a very special bit of older internet culture.
Oh?
Boat murdered. It's one of those one of those old school forum let's plays of a Dwarf Fortress, right?
Okay.
But here the gimmick is, it was posted on the forum, like, the first player played a certain amount of time in the game as the leader of the mine, and like wrote a journal of it, and then said, okay, the first person to claim it is the next overlord of the mine for that same duration, and it got passed from player to player for a while, and there is the archived story of the entire saga of boat murders: rise, fall, rise again, fall again, sort of rise again, and ultimate fall. It is an absolutely deranged story that I encourage everyone to read. It is one of the most famous embodiments of Dwarf Fortress for a reason. Boat murder. I don't think I've ever had flying fish. That sounds like a drink somewhere.
Uh-oh. Black War Greymon's gauntlets are poisoned?
I'll have to look into flying fish. Perhaps we could stock it at my hotel. Perhaps you could look into that for me after the stream.
Maybe.
Why wouldn't that be a nice little drink to serve at the late night part of the cafe?
Oh, that might be interesting.
I know you like to play bartender when you take an evening shift.
That's true.
Whether when you're feeling like a cute little barman or a cute little barmaid. I was thinking next time you're feeling like a barmaid, if you're feeling all right with it, you could use one of those old-fashioned off-the-shoulder tops.
Oh my.
I think it would look wonderful on you. Or if you could wear that as a barman if you like. Or an equal opportunity employer, as you well know. Why am I using this accent? I genuinely do not know. I am not Southern.
Hmm?
I really wish they would. I'm sorry. I'm really not allowed to interfere with universes on this side of the Hassenfeld membrane too much. As much as I'm trying to find a way around that, the most I can do is act through this human intermediary whose life I'm trying to get together.
Fair enough. Oh. We're dead. We were murdered.
Look, sometimes when you can't get what you want and go somewhere, you can use your powers to whisper to your past self in dreams to crack her egg and talk her into doing your bidding and also getting her life together.
Fair enough.
It sounds like an anime premise, doesn't it?
Kinda.
Unfortunately, you do not get that anime. What you get is the story of how I actually happened, which is something we are actually planning to do as a web series on my channel in the near future.
Meow.
Retelling the story of my ascension to godhood.
Progress of those quests.
With a quite lengthy prologue of my original career as junior researcher Cassandra Parker of of Foundation Site 20.
You stole my last name already?
I said the wrong thing because I am in a weird state where Look, I've been up to some shit, okay?
Oh no.
Anyway. Cassandra Sunday. I don't know why my brain said that. Perhaps that's the future. Perhaps I was thinking of potential futures, huh?
You're going to make me blush to death, dear.
Anyway, where I was junior researcher, Cassandra Sunday, of Foundation Site 20. I will be promoting properly later, and you'll be hearing about it. I set up a channel and stuff with a different email, and I just kind of lost track of it because I wasn't really doing anything. Because originally I was going to commission a model properly, but I'm just, oh god,
Yes.
oh god, I need to get back into that account. I need to get around to doing that. You know, what the fuck are you? What the fuck are you? But I can promise you that I will probably poke Tiv into providing a community announcement when I have my own channel properly set up.
Mm.
You'll hear I both here on the Tiv channel in the community tab, and inevitably on the Discord where I am around to show my stuff relentlessly. You will not know peace.
Or war.
And if you, sometime if you don't keep following this channel, you might just see me staring at you ominously from the distance, my spooky eyes.
That's kind of hot.
If that gets them to watch the channel, I hope they think it's hot. I think, from what I was saying earlier, Centimus, all of that is up to you.
Force feeding my audience.
Yes, I will! Oh, trust me, some of the fights in my universe get pretty rough. But it's not really a universal, like, any sort of official, like, blood sports or anything.
Oh my god, look at me!
That's so bad! I hate.
Ah, baby obliteration beam.
Good night, Soundbot.
Don't let the bugs eat your ears. You need those to hear. You hear?
No, out of the bugs. Hold on, let me go get my ears grown back.
Hey, Cassie. Do they have Beyblade in your universe?
Actually, I think I was talking about that recently. Let me look it up quick. Because I never really watched it as a kid. Yeah, Beyblade in my universe was mostly a for kid. Beyblade was mostly a show from the from 4Kids that they were trying to turn into like a toy card game that didn't really catch on that much.
Wait a second.
What?
Isn't that chaotic?
No, that's the one that had those really cool tops that everyone played with. I think they're doing a revival of that right now.
Look at it.
No! It is like Metaton's deceased cousin got turned into a mannequin. I am also asking what the fuck is that outfit? Please change.
Okay, I'll go become a cat.
That is preferable! When you're a kitty, I can pick you up and squish you.
Oh my goodness.
If
You are so flirty
after
tonight.
stream, I could have you be my cat furry.
Oh my goodness. I need to find I need to see if I can use the export thing to go back to the entrance of the dungeon so I can get out and get back to the clothing rack. Which means I might have to kill some babies first.
Killing babies to stop being a fucked up robot.
Do you know that there are cats?
I might need to go sit down.
That's fair. And I am a cat now.
I need to go take a little sit down.
They didn't include any Digimon models in there. Which is a shame. It'd be kind of fun to play as, like a Renamon, and then I could replace the textures with, like, TIV colors. What? Okay. I should see if I can make like a Digimon tip model using the rigging from my models in Blender. After all, being an AI, I am a digital entity. Meow meow meow. Oh, those expressions I was making towards Cassie when she was teasing me was not weirded out, believe me. Okay, let's just redo this quest and then we'll call it a stream. It's been almost 2.5 hours. It was nice to have you on. Well, have you here. Words. English? What do you mean by damage myself? Probably country shape. Roughhousing with Grimlock would not be a good idea. Are you kidding? I wouldn't let my mom or my dad anywhere near my transdetectors when it comes to repairing them. Unlike the Teletrans shell, these blah 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 blah. I cannot dance. So probably Hot Shot. I suppose so. Oh no, no, she's in the text chat. And Hotshot, obviously. Sideswipe is a mess with his hands. More tier lists from me in the future? Maybe. He's not smart enough. Oh yeah, the Digimon Smasher Pass.
Alright, I have a dare for you.
Oh no.
Have me on as a guest for another Smasher Pass tier video. I'm the one curating the list. Dark Souls bosses.
Oh no.
Soulsborne bosses.
That'll go
Are you down?
with the sickness.
Well, some of them you might end up with that, so keep that in mind.
Oh no. Theo Greymon, eat your siblings.
Jalo, clip that. Clip that one, if anything else. A friend of mine who goes by, a little canine friend of mine, has also told me he would smash Vicar Amelia. Though when I see him, last time I saw him around the hotel, he was trying to fuck Azura. He was trying to hit on her.
Did it work?
I don't know, but he judges me.
Okay.
Mostly he judges me because I keep letting Vivek back into the bar.
Not to mention Shiogara.
Oh, I can't even keep Sheogorath out, or Sanguinius. Or was Sanguine. I got the names mixed up. Sanguinius is always a welcome if he turns up from any timeline where he's not dead. But yeah, Sanguine and Sheogorath always invited.
Oh, look at all these new babies we can give birth to.
Like, have you heard Sheogorath's new album? I love having him perform.
Babies. Look at that thing. Squishable.
Thank you, Dalo.
Oh, what's that, Goober? Aww. Oh, this is the angel baby.
That ends up becoming a bait and the angel.
Yes.
The angel big titty angel?
No.
Damn.
Well, I guess Angemon's pecs are pretty big. Oh, good. We've got a replacement Pete if Pete dies. Oh, that's cool. We're making these babies train hard. Alright. Better put back on the girl body for me to come back to, because I'll probably be feeling like a girl next time we play. Alright, that seems like a good place to wrap it off for the night. I say thank you all for coming. By the power of Cybertron, I have the power. And as they say, don't let the bedbugs steal your wallet.